Last one. Practice 2, question 8. The challenge question. You are at the Grand Canyon, standing at the edge of a ledge, 1,857 meters high. You have a mass of 61 kilograms. You decide to take a selfie to share with your science teacher when you get home, which causes you to wonder, how much gravitational potential energy do you have standing at the edge of this cliff? Well, I know that I'm looking for GPE. All right, and I know the height of the ledge is 1,857 meters. I know my acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second squared, and my mass is 61 kilograms. So my equation for GPE is H times A times M. So I have GPE equals 1,857 times 9.8 times 61. Get my handy dandy calculator, not a notebook, calculator. I get 1,110,114.6 joules of potential energy. That is quite a lot. Now we're not going to move this too far away because we need that to help us do our next question. Question B says, if you were to trip and fall mid-selfie, your stored potential energy would be converted to kinetic energy, as you are now moving. Assume that all of the GPE you calculated in part A would be converted to kinetic energy. If so, how fast would you be falling? So I am looking for how fast, so I am looking for the velocity. And I'm going to be using the kinetic energy equation. So according to my directions, my kinetic energy is supposed to be the same as my potential energy was. So it's 1,110,114.6 joules. I know my mass is 61 kilograms. Now I've got my kinetic energy equation is 1/2 mv squared. But that isn't going to work for this part. We're going to have to rearrange the equation. Now we rearranged it in class, so I'm going to just use the rearranged version on my paper. If you have questions about this, you can send me an email and ask. So if I'm looking for V, it's going to be the square root of 2 KE divided by M. So V equals the square root 2 times 1,110,114.6 divided by 61. So I'm going to do the top part first. I'm going to do the multiplication, and then I'll do the division, and then I'll do the square root. So I'm going to take the answer, I'm going to times by 2. So I get 2,220,229.2 divided by 61. Divide by 61. I am looking for the square root of 36,397.2. So I go square root, answer. I am going 190.78 meters per second.